The history of Duel Masters can be dated back to 1999. Originally, Duel Masters was a manga series about another card game, Magic: The Gathering, written by Shigenobu Matsumoto. The first chapter was released in the May 1999 issue of Koro Koro comic. The story was about Shobu Karifuda, the son of a legendary duelist who vanished after being defeated by a powerful opponent. Shobu took the cards left by him and embarked on the journey to find his father through dueling. Shobu trained in the temple and discovered the strongest person there, Hakuo, had been tossing duelists out of the temple for being defeated. Shobu couldn't stand his action, so he declared to challenge Hakuo to a duel. According to a bonus comic, The Dueling Road of Master Matsumoto in Volume 6, one day Mr. Matsumoto's editor Hironori Masui had an idea of creating a new card game, so they sought assistance from Wizards of the Coast. Around 1 year it was done. As a result, the manga received a power-up that in Volume 7, Shobu was told that Magic: The Gathering would not be used in his final battle against Hakuo, but Duel Masters, a mysterious and forbidden card game that the life of a defeated duelist might be taken by a materialized card creature. Its rules are quite simple. At the beginning, each player prepares a deck of 40 cards. On the cards there are different colors, with 5 colors correspond to specific civilizations. Initially, players must put 5 cards from the deck to the shield zone face down, and then draw 5 cards as hand. Players draw cards during their turn, adding mana to cast spells and summon creatures to attack their opponent's shields. When a shield is broken, it will be moved to the player's hand. It is worth mentioning that some creatures and spells have shield triggers. When they are added to the hand from the shield zone, you can immediately summon the creature or cast the spell for no cost. If the player's shields are all destroyed and then directly attacked by the opponent, he will be defeated. In the end, Shobu learned that Hakuo had given up everything for victory and became ruthless. He broke Hakuo's all shields but did not make the final attack. Hakuo's mentor ordered Hakuo to launch the final attack, but after Shobu said he still wanted to have more duels with him, Hakuo changed his mind and disobeyed his mentor. After the defeat, Hakuo regained his former gentle side and became friend with Shobu. However, this content was skipped in the Hong Kong version of Koro Koro comic called Happy Dragon. The translated manga began serialization in 2004, but it started directly from Volume 8, while the first 7 volumes were treated as a prequel. I believe that most of you have never read the manga, but have heard of the Duel Masters anime. If you have watched the dubs, you may realize the awkwardness of the dialogues. Speaking of English dubs, one of the co-producers, Kevin Rubio, who was responsible for story editing and adaptation, revealed to a Twitter user on his account that they were tasked to edit the clips into 30-minute-long episodes. As long as the card playing was accurate, they had complete creative control to do whatever they wanted to with the shows. The tone of the English dubs was based on Woody Allen's film What's Up, Tiger Lily in 1966, a Japanese spy film being edited and redubbed into a comedy about an agent seeking the world's greatest egg salad recipe. While the Duel Masters anime was dubbed in multiple languages based on the English scripts, you can hear characters frequently saying nonsensical dialogues and breaking the fourth wall, like directly telling the others that it's the last day of the season, or the protagonist said they must be prepared because there could be some really bad guys in the next season. Going back to the original manga, some of the plots are quite dark, which might make you wonder if this is a manga for children. For example, Shobu couldn't stand Dr. Root's action of punishing his apprentice George for running away from his training, so he dueled Dr. Root, but Shobu lost and almost lost his life. Although Shobu survived, Shobu was traumatized and lost the courage to pick up a Duel Masters card until Hakuo reappeared. Speaking of Hakuo, he is Shobu's rival and friend, but their fates are completely opposite. Hakuo's life is full of tragedy. When he was a child, an evil duelist broke into his home and wanted to snatch the Light Civilization cards. Hakuo was defeated in a duel and his mother sacrificed herself to block the final attack. Hakuo, who lost his mother, blamed himself very much, and gradually became ruthless in pursuit of power, abandoning the losers and even his companions in the temple. His behavior later led to the revenge of Jujiro, one of the 4 temple guardians, who caught the other 2 guardians and forced Hakuo to start a duel with him with explosive belts. He even hurt the hostages with electricity when Hakuo's shield was broken. Just like how Hakuo injured Kakujo, who lost to Shobu in Volume 6, this time Jujiro let the belt explode on the winner. Despite Hakuo defeated Jujiro, he was plotted by the opponent and his life was in danger. The furious Shobu started a duel with Jujiro. Hakuo's soul reunited with his deceased mother, but he saw Shobu was going to lose, so he descended from the sky and stood in front of Shobu, looked back at him and smiled. Shobu's last shield happened to be a shield trigger, Hakuo's spell card Holy Awe, which helped Shobu turn the tables and won. Eventually Hakuo came back to life. Shield trigger can be said to be the most important element of Duel Masters, it had even affected the ending of manga. In Volume 14, a group of evil duelists called the Guard suddenly appeared. Their leader Zakira took away some of Hakuo's memories and made him behave like a child. Zakira's real purpose was to make Hakuo forget that a defeated duelist might lose his life, and restoring his childlike innocence to reveal his pure cruelty. Later, Hakuo was hypnotized by Geto, the culprit who took away the life of his mother, and brought to Zakira, who recruited him as a Guard duelist. Shobu found Zakira's secret base with the help of the mysterious Pot Man. He also learned that his father disappeared after being defeated by Zakira. Shobu didn't want to believe this. To save Hakuo, Shobu started a duel with Zakira. When Shobu shattered all the opponent's shields and thought he had won, Zakira's shield trigger burst shot annihilated Shobu's remaining creatures that he could not make the final attack. Potman sacrificed his life to protect Shobu. In the end, Zakira and the Guard duelists were ready to conquer the world. The sequel Fighting Edge was also serialized in Happy Dragon, with the manga being published until 2009. The story was about Shobu embarked on another journey to rescue Hakuo, who had been mind-controlled and became the Guard duelist White. Shobu must meet the 7 Duel Masters from around the world to stop Zakira's plan. After Fighting Edge, the final chapter of Shobu's adventure is Star Cross, but as Happy Dragon ceased publication in 2010, Star Cross has never been published in Chinese. Despite the publication of Chinese manga has come to an end, the story of Duel Masters continues. After Shobu there are 3 protagonists, they are Shobu's younger brother Kata, Kata's son Joe, and Win. It is worth mentioning that the setting of the new arc is completely different, that Win doesn't relate to the previous Kirafudas. He is also the first protagonist to mainly use Darkness Civilization cards, while Win's rival, Kaiser, unlike the previous Light Civilization users, he uses Fire Civilization cards including Bolshak Dragon. If we look carefully, we can also find some new characters resemble those from the first generation like Shobu and Hakuo. Many cards have also experienced the baptism of time, being upgraded and frequently used in tournaments. Today, Duel Masters is still popular in Japan, and there are also new agents outside the country. I have talked so much without realizing it, and I hope more people can get to know more about Duel Masters. Thank you all for watching this video. You are welcome to leave a comment and share your thoughts on the card game. See you next time.